Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is CryptoTakeOver coming back with another video again for y'all this evening. And on today's video, we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin charts. We recently had a major catastrophic sell-off in Bitcoin. Now, me and the team are ready for this. I'm waking up right now. I'm in green. I'm in profits. The team's been in profits. Team TakeOver has been in profits this whole entire downtrend. We've been really just keeping a keen eye on everything, making sure that we are making the right decisions, the right choices. People didn't believe that it was going to drop this low, but based on what we're reading here, it did look like we had this downtrend signaled, and it was given to us, and so I went ahead and made sure that our group was ready for it as well too. So we've been killing it every single day. The last 2 days we've been killing it on these shorts. But are we consolidating right now for a move back to the upside? Are we making a reversal pattern anywhere? We need to take a look at the charts, or are we consolidating down to just move further down? That is the question that is to be concerned and to be had. So we're going to take a look at the charts to see what's happening right now. And let's get started. Okay, so we're right now trending at about 5200-ish area, 5300. So we can see that our VWAP pattern right now on our 30-minute time frame, bulls did take control of the day significantly before this recent drop off. It did look like the bears had control of the previous days for the most part. Bulls did want to take control of the day. It does right now look like we are fighting with our VWAP as of right now to see whether or not the bulls still want to take control of this market, or for at least for the day. Obviously, the bulls had control, or the bears had control the past 3 or 4 days. So we need to see if the bulls just have given up, and whether or not they can pull through for the rest of the day to stay above our VWAP, or if we're going to consolidate back down to lower prices, maybe below our 5200 mark. As we move into our 30-minute time frame, we could see that on our 15-minute time frame, we are already moving into that green money flow area. Here on our 30-minute time frame, it does look like we want to start moving back up into that green money flow, but we can see that we are getting a solid anchor wave that is moving down right now. So once this wave completes down to the downside, maybe putting in a big green dot for us, then maybe the bulls will have another chance to regain this, and we might start seeing a green money flow there on our 30-minute as well. On our 45-minute, we can see that our money flow is still heavily in the red right now too as well. A sell signal signaling on our 45, indicating that we could have a sharp downtrend ahead of us too as well. Trigger wave starting to move to the downside. You can see when our money flow is just in the red here that we really don't get a lot of upwards movement at all. So with that being said, our 45 minutes telling us that we're still getting pushed down with our red money flow too as well, and indicating here that our fight with the VWAP is going to have a significance with us as well. Still trending below our 21 and our 13 EMA. And then even on our 1 hour, just now starting to trend below our 13 EMA. Couldn't quite push above our 21 EMA either. We can see that our money flow is still heavily in the red on our 1 hour as well. Trigger wave starting to form. A little bit of a bearish divergence happening there too as well. These trigger waves are just going to keep pushing us down too as well. Red dot there signaling that we could have a little bit more of a sell-off left. 2 hour. As we start to move into our 2 hour, we do have our first sell signal on one of our mid time frames right now. We had our buy signal last night at about that crazy drop down to that 3800 area. I had told my group 3500. We were kind of looking for that, and we didn't quite get to that 3500, but that's not to say that we can't hit that later. So we've been kind of, I wanted to just leave a short open for the most part, but after seeing some of these crazy price drops, I really didn't know exactly where the bottom was for BTC. I just knew that we still had that because we dropped off so drastically, there was going to be a lot of up and down movements happening. So I wanted to come in and take my profits, and that's what I did. I took my profits at about 6,000, and then when we dropped back down to that 5,500 level, I took more profits. So now Still sitting in profit right now, so that's a good sign too. But we can see that our sell signal is signaling here on our 2-hour. Money flow starting to move down to the downside, and this is oh my god, oh my gosh, like this is just wild, y'all. I can't believe that this obviously is because of the pandemic, but at the same time, not really, because we kind of seen this coming too as well. Even one of my mentors that I'm a premium subscriber to, Sin Crypto, has been calling for these numbers for a long time now, ever since the blow off top of 13K. And based on my charts, based on his mentorship, I never took it out of the probabilities, right? And so when I started to see time frames on my charts line up, I was like, okay, this is probably going to be for real. So we were all ready for this. Hopefully you were in the right group, in the right sector of the cryptoverse to know that this was a probability. And the thing is that with probabilities, we're just mentally preparing ourselves. So it's not that like we're freaking out. We're not freaking out. We were ready for this. We had money stored away for us. We were DCAing in the whole time, knowing not to go too heavily, but also being ready to learn how to trade this. And so that's just, it is what it is. But from what I'm seeing here on our 2-hour is that we're about to put in a red dot. And when we put in these red dots and these red money flows, after we put in several big green dots, if we're not trending above our 0 pivot point and we put in a red dot, that signals either a yellow X or a blood diamond. So we just need to be ready for this, because I have a feeling that we're going to get these on our larger time frames, and we're going to just continue to go back down. So this is your PSA to be ready. Also, shout out to my private signals group. Let's go through this real quick. Hey, what's up? I send out newsletters about every other week or so. My newsletters consist of stuff that I give to my Patreon members, things about trading strategies, altcoin review charts, and then also I do giveaways. So in order to qualify for the giveaways, you need to be signed up for the newsletter. So please get signed up for the newsletter. That would be awesome. And you can become part of the Team TakeOver. Now, if you want to help support Team TakeOver and Crypto TakeOver, obviously I wouldn't be in this this niche of this category of cryptocurrency if I didn't truly believe in it, right? And I truly believe in it, but at the same time, obviously I feel like there are powers that be that don't want this to happen for the most part, but they're going to have to do something in order for it to end up taking over for, so this could be part of the capitulation to signal towards the cryptoverse that, hey, we can't do anything else with our fiat currency. We can't do anything else with our gold. It's super hyperinflated. Gold's too hard to transfer, this and that. So what are we doing? We're accumulating cryptocurrency. And then in my Patreon members, on the Patreon page, they're getting my favorite altcoins that I'm in heavy accumulation of right now. They're getting my trading strategies that I use with Market Cipher, how I set up my Whales buy sell signal, customized Whales buy sell signal. So it's not just your Whales buy sell signal indicator. It has a custom setting on it. I tell y'all how to set that up in there in the Patreon page. And then also I tell y'all how to set up the Aldo EMAs so that way y'all can put all your EMAs in one indicator and not have to have 5 different indicators on the screen, and pay a premium for TradingView to do that. So I tell y'all how to get all that set up. I give y'all some altcoin charts, but I also go over my 2 favorite altcoins in there that I really want y'all to take a look at. So go join the Patreon page. And then if y'all want to also become a VIP Signals member too as well, y'all can do that. So I'll just show y'all briefly about our profit logs, but we've been killing it in the profit logs. Our friend Pike379's been killing it here too. But everyone's been in profit here the past couple of days in my private VIP members group. So in order to get signed up for the private signals, you can check that tier out in Patreon and get signed up for that. and just have a peace of mind about where the market's going to go. I try to give them way ahead of time of warning, just to be ready for certain things to happen. And I gave them that warning in plenty of time to be ready. So a few didn't really believe it at the time, but hey, it's what I was being told. And we went with it. A lot of us came out really good on there too, so shout out to them. You can still join the free Discord group or the free Telegram group if you'd like. The Telegram group is free to join, so feel free to join there. I give updates on Market Cipher, things that I'm seeing on my charts, and then also just some up-to-the-date news and stuff that we have going on in CryptoTakeOver as well. If you do want to become a TradingView Pro Plus member, which is I'm part of the Pro Plus plan, which allows up to I think 5 indicators on the screen. If you are using Market Cipher, you'd probably want to have Pro Plus just because you want to have a few more indicators. Like I can have my Wells buy sell signal, the Aldo EMAs, and a few more things on the screen as well. So that makes it nice. But use the link in the description box if y'all are interested in getting signed up for that. So we're going to jump back into the charts now. We can see that on our 2 hour, if we get this red dot, that's going to be another move to the downside for us too as well. And then if on our 4 hour, if we get another red dot, that's going to be the same thing. So as we start moving into some of these mid time frames, our lower time frames are telling us, oh, hey, we can move up a little bit, just be, we can move up, but that's just going to give a better opportunity for people to maybe get in a better position to take this to the downside, because our mid time frames, especially with our money flow, are still telling us that, hey, we still have some consolidation to happen here. We're not going directly to the moon just yet, nor are we going straight to the abyss just yet, because our lower time frames still haven't lined up. So that's one thing that I talk about in my, or that's one thing that helps me get a better idea of when things are going to move. And it's really just seeing everything lining up together on all the time frames. And once that happens, boom, you have that 20, 25%, 30% move that happens within an instant. So you have to be ready. You have to know the probabilities of which way it's going to go. And then based on that, you're like, okay, well, yeah, let's do this. So we're already set in position. Most of my team is already set in their positions too for this. So we're ready to take on whatever gets thrown our way too. So we have big green dots performing here on even some of our higher time frames as we get into some of the higher time frames. So I don't see that anything drastic is going to happen probably within over the weekend. I think it's going to take a while for this to play out. We're probably going to see a lot of consolidation here just because our time frames are starting to fight with each other too. But given that schools are closing down, there's a lot of other things that are happening just in the world right now that we need to be kind of ready for. So we had big green dots back here. Didn't really do much for us. We're having another big green dot that's about to perform for us right here, about to flash for us and confirm. But our money flow is still trending heavily into the red. And I remember getting stuck back here because I didn't know what I was doing in Market Cipher last time. But last time I remember during this pump here, this pump action right here, I was like, oh yeah, big green dot. Okay, we're going back up to the moon. And it's like, no, dude. Like, our money flow is still in the red. Like, that just means more downside. So, yeah, hopefully y'all get the picture and y'all will be ready for anything. 21 hours still showing us a little bit of downtrend. We have that yellow X that flashed for us right here. So that was a good indication of a move to the downside as well. And money flow is still moving into the red. And then even when we get into our 1 day, oh my gosh, y'all. It looks like this is just getting started. And I've had to talk to several people about this because I'm involved in not only just cryptocurrency, but, we all have our daily lives too. And I'm about to be certified to teach a kind of like a personal training type of fitness certification that I'm going for as well. But we've been given certain precautions to take with this, as well as I've heard that, group gatherings are no longer allowed anymore. So no more than 500 people can Like if there's more than 500 people gathering in one location, it's not allowed anymore, this and that. So based on our 1 day here, we can tell that we're just getting started with this. So we need to buckle up, sit tight, relax, because we're in for a show. We are in for something very interesting within the next couple of weeks / months to occur for us. Based on our 1 day, we can see that we're just moving down to that red money flow here as well. I've also heard that Trump is saying that he might close the stock market down, which is interesting because, well, if the stock market closes down, we know crypto is going to stay up. But we just need to be very aware. We need to take all of our money off of the exchanges. Once all of our crypto is off of the exchanges, then they won't have any room to kind of do like scam exits or anything like that. So, but we are on trusted platforms, and I trust the platforms that I'm on too. But obviously, I'm not putting my whole ledger on there or something like that. So as we move into our 3 day here as well, 3 day still just moving down into that red money flow here. We can see that our big anchor wave just started pushing us down here too. We will probably see a big green dot occur on our 3 day, and until then I would not feel anywhat bullish for the most part. So waiting for some confirmations on these higher time frames, then we can get an idea of where this market might be headed to for sure. So if y'all are interested and y'all don't have any cold storage, but it is highly recommended that you take all your crypto off of the exchanges right now. So please think about doing that. Think about taking all your crypto off of the exchanges, because you just don't want any of these exchanges out here to basically scam exit or anything like that and take the crypto with them. So buy a Ledger Nano X or S. I think right now Ledger is doing a special. If you buy a Ledger Nano X, then you get a free Ledger Nano S with that. So feel free to check the link in the description box, and you can help support the channel. And then also we use Bybit in my private VIP signals group as well. We use Bybit for the most part, and you can get signed up with them. It's pretty easy to create an account. All you need is an email. There's no KYC or anything like that. So, but what I want y'all to do before y'all decide to start trading, if y'all are thinking about it, please use the testnet first. Use the testnet. Make sure that you trade with your fake BTC first on testnet, and then you can come and trade with us in the premium group too as well. So you just want to contact support after you get signed up, ask them how to access the testnet. It's like a 2-step process, super simple, and then you'll be ready to go. If you are a USA citizen, PrimeXBT allows you to trade Bitcoin, S&P 500, and we could have shorted all of these pretty much if you were on this platform. Gold and silver, the fiat currencies as well, all using Bitcoin. So pretty interesting. But yeah, go ahead and check that out if y'all are interested. And then I use the Brave browser to browse the web. I get paid out in BAT token every single month by browsing the web using the Brave browser. It's a super lightweight browser. It also blocks all those annoying Google pop-up ads and everything too. So if y'all are interested, check and download the Brave browser, link in the description box below. And then also I use Cryptotable Browser to mine Bitcoin for myself as a way to earn some passive income. So I have this Cryptotable Browser running on 2 different computers right now, 2 other laptops that I don't really use anymore. They were just laying around. And then also you can run it on your old phone or your old tablet that you don't use anymore, and it's a great way to start earning some passive income. So check out Cryptotable Browser. I don't really use it as a browser necessarily, but you can if you'd like. And then follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You can message me on either one of those platforms. Usually I'll respond to Discord more or less faster than anything, so message me on Discord if you have any questions or anything like that, any concerns. And then we'll finish off with the charts really quick. So our 3 day money flow is still moving down into the red. Honestly, I feel like this money flow is going to come pretty far down here. And just because based on our 5-day, we're just now seeing our money flow start to move into our reddish area as of right now. That capitulation factor does look like it wants to play out. Last time we were in a red money flow, it took a little while, but then we saw this yellow X flash for us here, and that was a good indication the capitulation was happening. So what I'm kind of curious to see now is based on a couple of our EMAs, when this thing crosses, that gave us the capitulation. So our 21 and our 100, when that crossed, it gave us our capitulation, and we are currently waiting to see whether or not that is going to happen or not. So our 13 and our 21 are probably, they're like right on top of each other right now, and then our 100, yeah, it's still a little ways away. So we got a little percent gap there. Let's see how much percent gap we have right now. Just kind of curious between those two EMAs. About a 10% gap, I would say. So if we come back over here and we say, okay, when was the last time we had our 10% gap within our 21 and our 100 EMA? And it was right after this little crazy sell-off here that was happening. Okay, well then how long did that take us to fulfill out the whole cross exactly? And that took us about 90 days, more or less. So if we were to come over here and bring this to 90 days, if we're expecting some more capitulation, let's see what 90 days would give us. That would give us to about June 9th. Interesting. I think this crossover will probably happen a bit sooner than that, just because it's not as it's not as flattened out as it was back here. It's more of a deeper death cross that'll probably happen, which will probably indicate that you're not going to have any time to be prepared for this. We need to be prepared now. We need to be ready now. So I definitely see that this could probably happen at the end of March. If we do get these crossovers, that's going to indicate some very major capitulation that's happening. Right now, we're getting the crossover between our 21 and our 50. And our 21 and our 50, we had some consolidation happen there too as well. Last time that happened. But then I think if we cross this 100, it's just going to be, it's going to be blood in the streets. So as we go into our 6 day, can see that our money flow is still kind of trying to round off just a tad bit. Doesn't quite mean that we'll get into the red there, but based on our 5-day, how we're already moving into that reddish area, and then our 6-day obviously is kind of wanting to push down as well. RSI is pushing it down too, wanting to put in a bigger trigger wave down here as well. I mean, this candle is just insane to look at. Turning off the SR real quick. Yeah. It's very interesting. And then if we go into our 21-day, which is our 3-month time frame, we have a freaking blood diamond on our 3-month time frame. 3-month time frame, which is our 21-day, this is our 3-week time frame. Not 3 months. So our 21-day is our 3-week time frame, and we have a blood diamond on our 3-week time frame. Very interesting. I don't think we've ever seen any huge indications like that either. So this is going to take a while to play out, because it's the first time of our 3-week pattern, which started March 4th and probably won't end until the end of March. So until next week, we'll know if this blood diamond is confirmed or not. Going into our weekly, money flow is still trying to round off just a tad bit. Going into our 2-week, money flow just still blood diamond here on our 2-week as well. So very interesting times. I don't think we had any blood diamond. Oh, we did have a blood diamond right back here, but we weren't. We were still moving to the upside on this blood diamond here. We weren't trying to move to the downside. This was more of we bottomed out pattern, and then we're ready to continue up. And not as big as of a candle as this one here. The volume on this one was just tremendous. So this is something we need to be aware of. We need to be ready. We need to make sure that we are in the right position, not only in crypto, but just in our own lives, because the S&P 500 and everything else is tanking too. I did kind of want to look at the S&P 500 just to see what was happening there as well. We can see on our 1 month, that blood diamond is not there any longer. We did have that blood diamond that did happen for us. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this here too. And then we did currently break through major support for us here as well. So quite interesting. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one here. These no longer concern us. So even on our monthly, really no support until the 100 EMA. Woo! At about 2,700. So if we get a candle body close below our 50 at about 5,600, I kind of want to look at this in regular candles too, see what's happening. Okay, so in regular candles, we have the blood diamond that's there now. In regular candles, if we close below 5,500, our next support would probably be that 100 EMA at about 2,700. Well, this is what the halvening does, I guess, right? No, I'm just kidding. I honestly think that this is just powers that be playing their games right now. So that's kind of what we have to do. We kind of have to just go along with it and just be ready to play our power moves with the market. So I think we're already set. Most of my VIP members are already set. We know what to do. We know where to go. Until we see some reversal patterns, we're not going to make any quick decisions right now. And I think we're just kind of good holding our position as we are. And I'll give private signals out to my VIP members that haven't gotten a position yet and tell them where the best position might be. So I try to work with everyone in my private signals group too. If y'all are curious, just message me and I can try and work with y'all individually to see what might be a good position for y'all to get into as well. So not financial advice, but hey, we do our own due diligence. We take accountability for our actions in our group too as well. And with that being said, y'all, I want to thank y'all for coming back to the channel. Shout out to all my Patreon members. The video is kind of long already, so I won't give y'all a shout out this time, but y'all know that I love y'all's support and everything that y'all are doing for the channel and in the group too as well. We have some great team members in there, but that's why I want to keep it kind of a low cap team right now too, is because it is a good group. We all look after each other and we have good communication. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in. This is Crypto Takeover signing out. I'll see y'all on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Watch more of the videos in the past that I've been telling y'all about this. I've been saying, hey, this drop is going to come. The past, like, I think 5 videos I've talked about it too. So check out those other videos if y'all are interested. CTO signing out.